Hi everyone, today we are making these beautiful wooden panels out of fondant. One will be this dead moldy sort of wooden panel, and the other one is the living wooden tree bark, you can say so, and with a lot of texture in it. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like and share this video with your friends or family, and let's get started. So here I am rolling a white color fondant and using this texture mat. Now this texture mat gives just a mild impression on the fondant. Now make sure that the thickness of the fondant is a little extra than you actually need it, because we'll be scoring a lot of lines with help of a Dresden tool, and I'm going exactly somewhere on the same areas which the impression mats created, but with the pointy end of the Dresden tool I'm also adding a little bit of extra texture to make knots and holes in the wooden panel. Also, with the pointy end of the Dresden tool, I'm scratching the fondant, or rather ripping the fondant from the edges. This gives a beautiful texture to the fondant. If you can see, I've just zoomed the camera. You can see, and when we are going to paint on this, all these grooves and lines will really pop out. This wooden panel is frequently used in almost all types of cakes, like even it's a birthday cake or be it a wedding cake. So it's quite a useful technique to know about it, or keep it in your knowledge library. So we will keep on scoring the lines, and till the time we feel that it's a very realistic kind of a texture that we have been able to achieve. uh, if you can see, I have zoomed the camera a little extra, so I have created all the knots. I've also deepened the lines. Now this gives a very extra texture to this entire wooden panel. If you're liking this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me to know that whether or not you're liking this type of video. Also leave a comment in case you are planning to use it on your cakes, and tag me on Instagram at Simply Amazing Life by Kaushiki. I do a lot of behind the scenes on my Instagram. Once you're happy with the texture, now we will start painting this using some clear vodka and gel colors. I'm using brown color by Americolors. You can always go ahead and airbrush this, but I find using alcohol and this a little more extra control, and I'm able to reach all the grooves properly here. In case you're planning to airbrush this, then I would suggest you go ahead with a darker color fondant, either brown or even light skin color fondant will also work. But make sure the paste is a slightly tinted one. Now try to reach as many grooves as possible, because once the color gets absorbed in those grooves, it gives a very beautiful wood-like texture. Using pure gel colors, highlight all the knots, grooves, lines. Now this will give you a little extra, dark shade that you see in the wooden textures. If you want to dilute the color, use a very little bit of vodka, not too much. Now this is how it looks like. It looks so realistic, though it's shiny right now because the vodka hasn't dried. Once it's dried, it gets absolutely matte in color. Now I'll show you the second technique without using impression matte, and in a very different technique altogether. Over here I'm using a slightly brown color fondant. I have Used Ameri colors and little bit of black to reach this color. Now again I'm rolling it slightly thicker than what actually I need, and in a small bowl I'm mixing some corn flour and water to make a slurry. I'm also adding white color to this. I'm using Ameri colors white, super white, and now brush this entire thing with this paste. Now once it's dry, you can leave this for a little longer. I was a little impatient, but once it's dry, start rolling horizontally, not vertically. So if I want my lines to run vertically, I will roll it horizontally. I hope that makes sense. Now wherever you feel that it's sticking to your rolling pin, just dust a little bit of more cornstarch. Be pretty generous, because all these cornstarch will add a layer and add a lot of definition to the entire wood structure. You can see so. Now push the fondant again back, squeezing it vertically, and take your Dresden tool and start marking the line. I'm also using this blunt scale. You can use any other tool that you have to create some vertical lines for you. And now using the Dresden tool, go absolutely random in one direction. Create again knots using the pointy end of the Dresden tool. Score it, I would say rip a little bit portions, small portions, to create those beautiful knots that you see in the wooden texture. Again, rip the edges, and here I am a little out of focus, I'm sorry. Just rip the edges a little bit. And once you rip it, just push it back. So you will see me tearing a little bit of fondant here and there. This just gives a impression that the panel has been weathered in water for a very, very long time, and there has been a lot of now we will dilute the petal dust using a little bit of cornstarch and black color petal dust, and I'm mixing it with cornstarch and then applying it everywhere wherever I feel that it needs a little bit of more highlighting. Use your own judgment, see where you feel that it needs a little more highlight or it's going flat somewhere. Like on edges, you can go ahead, use darker color, and then layer it with this diluted or slightly lighter color of this black color. You see, I'm ripping the edges to give some extra weathered finish. I'm also adding some white powder, white petal dust. Keep layering the colors till the time you feel that you have achieved the look that you're looking after. It gives a very, very realistic wooden bark look, and this is one of the most easiest technique to achieve this wood kind of a look. You can use this on birthday cakes when you're trying to create a forest kind of a theme. You can use it on your wedding cakes. Also, you can use the same technique to cover your board. And this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. Share it on your page. This helps the channel to grow. And thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.